Jack Ma, the untold story of Alibaba's visionary founder, from English teacher to tech tycoon. Jack Ma is said to be the wealthiest person in China, with a net worth of $25 billion. He owns half of Alipay and 7.8% of Alibaba. Surprisingly, the aggregate number of items exchanged via Alibaba surpasses that of Amazon and eBay, and Alibaba's worth surpasses Facebook's. Jack Ma overcame enormous life obstacles, making his narrative very motivating and relevant to many despite his remarkable accomplishments and financial breakthroughs. Chinese entrepreneur Jack Ma was born on September 10, 1964, in Hangzhou, Zhejiang Province. When Ma was a teenager, he worked as a tour guide for international visitors visiting Hangzhou and was interested in learning English. Despite coming from a modest background, Jack Ma worked tirelessly to become a millionaire in his capacity. He was determined to become fluent in English and put in a lot of time and effort to do so. In a nearby park, he rehearsed conversations with tourists from other countries. Jack Ma's life was filled with challenges from his early academic troubles. He repeated elementary school twice and 3 times in middle school. Ma failed to get accepted into Hangzhou Teachers College twice, but he did not give up. Even though he performed poorly in mathematics, this did not deter him from his life goals. On his third attempt, in 1984, he got accepted, and in 1988, he earned a bachelor's degree in English. Later, he became an English instructor at what is now Hangzhou Jianzi University, formerly the Hangzhou Institute of Electronics and Engineering, from 1988 to 1993. His first business, Haiba Translation Agency, offered translation and interpreting services in English and was established in 1994. In 1995, while traveling to the United States on behalf of the Hangzhou Municipal Administration, Ma got his first experience with the Internet. He saw the opportunity to capitalize on the absence of Chinese websites. Upon his return, he established one of the first Internet firms in China, China Pages, which built websites for Chinese corporations. 2 years later, however, he decided to leave, partly because of the intense rivalry from Hangzhou Telecom, a communications firm that had established a competitor, Chinese Page. The Beijing-based internet firm Ma ran from 1998 to 1999, had support from China's Ministry of Foreign Trade and Economic Cooperation. However, he was afraid he'd be left out of the lucrative chances presented by the internet if he stayed with the government. After convincing his government colleagues to rejoin him in Hangzhou, Ma established the Alibaba Group and introduced a website that mediated transactions between local merchants. Interestingly, Ma believed that the small business-to-small business market had much more room for expansion than the business-to-consumer internet sector. To be approved as reliable sellers on Alibaba, small firms had to pay a membership fee. The price was higher for enterprises that wanted to sell to clients outside of China. Alipay was established in 2003 to serve as an intermediary in online transactions to enhance consumers' trust in such transactions, and this led to Alibaba's fast growth. Yahoo, an American online portal, became interested in Alibaba.com in 2005 and purchased a 40% share. In 2007, Alibaba.com raised $1.7 billion in an IPO in Hong Kong. In 2003, Ma started a new business called Taobao, which means searching for treasure in Chinese, an e-commerce site where buyers and sellers connect. Ma saw the strategy of charging consumers a transaction charge as a flaw in eBay-net, a joint venture between the American and Chinese companies, which had an 80% market share at the time. Instead of charging consumers this fee, Taobao generated revenue via online advertising in the sale of supplementary services. Taobao's 67% market dominance by 2007 validated Ma's suspicions, and eBay transferred control of its Chinese business to Tom Group, a media conglomerate specializing in Chinese language content. Tom-each-net was born out of this partnership. Taobao Marketplace, an online marketplace where people could buy and sell things, Taobao Mall, an online shopping site, and Yitao, a search engine connected to shopping, were the 3 firms that Ma stated would separate Taobao in 2011. Alibaba Group's initial public offering, IPO, on the New York Stock Exchange, which took place in September 2014, raised $21.8 billion. With an initial public offering, IPO, of $168 billion, the business became the most valuable internet company in IPO history at the time, and the biggest IPO ever in the US. In September 2018, Alibaba announced that Ma would step down as chairman the next year. However, he would still keep his position on the board. The 2014 record-breaking initial public offering, IPO, on the New York Stock Exchange marked the turning point for Alibaba's financial expansion. Raising $25 billion. Alibaba's initial public offering was the biggest of its kind and sent the company to the top of the most valuable list in the world. Because of the tremendous interest in Alibaba's first public offering, IPO, investors are bullish on the company's development potential and business strategy, which is driving Alibaba's expansion plans even further. In 2014, Ma presided over forming the Ant Group, the holding company for Alipay and other financial services. Ant was supposed to go public in 2020, but it had to wait since the corporation had to be reorganized in response to demands from Chinese officials. An antitrust probe was also launched against Alibaba. The timing of these events was such that they followed Ma's criticism of the country's banking authorities. Financial performance skyrocketed when Alibaba branched out into new sectors, such as digital payments, Alipay, and cloud computing, Alibaba Cloud, and ventured into business-to-consumer, B2C, transactions with the opening of Tmall in 2008. Due to Alibaba's dogged pursuit of innovation and investment in technological infrastructure, as well as the meteoric rise of China's digital economy, the company's sales and profit margins kept climbing. Alibaba stepped up its attempts to increase its worldwide and Chinese footprint after its first public offering, IPO. To fortify its ecosystem and gain an advantage over competitors, the firm made smart investments and acquisitions in other industries, including logistics, entertainment, and retail. By creating new services and finding new ways to make money from its massive data sets, Alibaba kept innovating and expanding its income sources. The enormous size of Alibaba's operations and its capacity to adjust to shifting market conditions have kept its financial growth strong despite regulatory hurdles and growing competition. The company's yearly income has been steadily increasing at a pace of double digits, which reflects its leadership position in the global technological scene and its dominance in China's e-commerce business. Currently, both investors and experts are constantly monitoring Alibaba's financial trajectory as the company navigates an ever-changing and complicated commercial landscape. I hope you find this video more motivating as you get into your career, schooling, or whatever you are doing. All I can say is never give up in life. It doesn't matter where you come from, where you are now, or what is before you, keep moving forward. Thank you for watching and I wish you all the best in life.